Good morning. Welcome to our yin journey this morning. So excited for having you. Today's class is really focusing on creating some gentle inner fire. So we'll be working with some dragons to release tension in our hips, our glutes, our buttocks, especially from long sitting. And it's also a great yin journey to do in the morning or in times where you feel you're moving through a lot of transformation and you want to support that process with some more transformational fire. So, we'll start off with a meditation to arrive. So you can close your eyes and just find a comfortable seat. Your hands can be on the knees. And then take 5 really deep belly breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Final one. And allow your breath to flow through the nose in and out. Noticing how you're feeling this morning in your physical body. What emotions are present. Your feelings that are moving through you today, yesterday. And notice if you can pin down any thoughts that keep coming back in the last days. And then I imagine you're inhaling all of these things, gathering them into one ball. And then exhale. You're shooting that ball out into the universe. It can be transformed into something uplifting. Take a deep breath. Imagine inhaling everything into that ball. And then exhale, shoot it out of your system. And what did you set in your intention for today? Where are you giving your power away? How can you feel your center more? Or where in life do you not feel centered? So you can set intention to center yourself now there by bringing the hands to your heart. Either visualize or repeat the sentence of your intention. And then slowly open your eyes. We'll meet in child's pose. For that, come onto hands and knees. Take your knees wider than your hips and bring a bit close together, sitting back on your heels here, extending the arms forward and placing your forehead on the floor.
Taking 3 deep breaths in each pose to arrive.
Really allowing your arms to rest, your shoulders, neck, your tongue, softening the belly and the hips, the thighs and the toes.
Allowing yourself to rest deeply here. Allowing all your bones to move heavy towards the floor, softening even the tiniest muscles. And in the same time, noticing where you're holding tension and where it's difficult to fully relax. Allowing there to be space for that too.
And how do you feel when you feel the most centered? How does that look for you physically, mentally, emotionally? What are the choices you make and what are the things you refuse to do? Softening your and taking your last 3 breaths, remembering your intention. And then very carefully, vertebra after vertebra, come back onto hands and knees. Take your time. And then from here, we'll lift our feet and just circle our ankles into one direction. Really creating space. And then the opposite direction. Turning your feet up and down. Relaxing your neck. Bringing the feet back down. And from here, we'll just do a few gentle cat and cows. We'll inhale, open our heart to the sky. And we'll exhale, round our back, pull the belly button gently in. And with your own breath, take your time. And then find stillness. From here, we'll move into baby dragon. For that, you can bring the right hand in the center, next to the left hand, and step your right foot forward. If you want, you can take some pillows or blankets under your hands. We like to let my head hang here for a moment, and then inhale, open my chest, exhale, releasing the hips down. Your neck can stay nice and low, or you can let your head hang, gazing towards the floor, relaxing that right and left leg. And breathing into your right hip here, your right buttocks and thigh. Imagining how you're expanding this part of your body with your breath. As you're exhaling, you're letting go. 3 breaths to arrive. And close your eyes if that feels safe. Or keep gazing on the floor and keep breathing. If you notice that it feels too hard for your left knee, you can place a blanket under your left knee or a towel, or just turn your mat. The most important is to keep breathing even when it gets intense. Thinking of the situation, you give your power back and imagining how you're here, growing the capacity here to sit with all of yourself, with the discomfort, with the comfort, that you have the strength, the power, the clarity, and the determination. Relax the shoulders. We'll take a deep belly breath in here. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Whenever you feel you need to let go deeply. From this shape, we'll be carefully moving into a winged dragon. For that, we will either turn our right toes to the outer edge of the mat or let our right knee fall to the side, come on the outer edge of our right foot. Just choose your option, either let your foot just fall to the side or turn your toes to the outside. Bringing awareness to that hip, what the tension is telling you. Noticing all the present emotions and the thoughts. Maybe the thoughts of why you don't want to stay where you are. And nourishing your system here with your breath. Dance between yin and yang here. Maybe you need to stay yang to keep the fire. Where can you soften, let go, release the grip? Surrender that control. Noticing also what happens in your heart space here. Taking your last breath. Final 3 breaths, exhaling through the mouth and letting go. Maybe even exhaling with the tongue out. Now then shift your props to the front and listen carefully. We'll turn our toes to center or bring our knee back to center, bringing our right hand to the outer edge of our right foot. And then from here, walk our right foot to the left wrist and place the knee down, extending your left leg towards the floor, coming onto your fingers, inhaling up for sleeping swan or sleeping dragon in this case, and slowly lowering down onto your forearms. If you want, you can place your forehead on a block or a book. And you can also place a pillow or blanket under your right buttocks for some extra support. Taking 5 deep breaths here, really focusing on where you feel the most intense sensations in your body. And softening, widening space. If your head is on a yoga block, you can also gently roll your forehead from side to side. Massaging the eyebrows, the forehead, releasing any tension. Taking your final breaths here, surrendering, letting go. Very carefully onto your forearms and simply roll over that right hip, coming into the embryo pose, maybe using a pillow beneath your head and resting here, adjusting this shape we've just done. All the dragons that have been bringing something up. Align whatever is being stirred up to be seen, acknowledged by you. And then remove your pillow and come to lay on your back, hugging your knees into the chest, gently rocking from side to side. Finding stillness for a few breaths, letting your whole spine to rest. Softening your face and your eyes here, your jaw, your tongue. And you're making some panic faces. And then roll over to one side again into embryo. And from there, come back into hands and knees for the second side of dragons. And from here, we'll move to a few gentle cat and cows. Inhaling, open the heart. Exhaling, rounding your back. Notice how the cat and cows feel different this time. Last round. And then find back your center. Bring the left hand inwards in the center, stepping your left foot forward into baby dragon. Maybe coming onto the fingertips, inhaling your chest up, exhaling, coming back down, softening your toes in the left and the right foot. If you want, take yoga blocks under your hands. 3 deep breaths to arrive. You can visualize in the center of your belly a fire, an inner fire burning, bringing transformation, bringing clarity, and burning to whatever is not serving you anymore. Here you are, letting go, letting go, letting go. Allowing your tailbone to move down towards the center of the earth. Opening the jaw. As you take your final deep belly breaths here, inhaling and expanding, exhaling and letting go. And then from here we'll turn our left toes to the outer side of our mat, or we'll let our left knee fall to the side, coming up the outer edge of our left foot. Inhaling, lengthening through your spine, exhaling, softening into your shoulders here. Oh. What does it mean to trust yourself and feel your center? And how can you start to practice stop giving away your power? Stop saying I don't know when you know. Stop saying yes when you mean no, and saying no when you mean yes. And also internally repeat the mantra, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe to take up my space. Or it's safe to take up my space, my room. And that transformative fire to reach all the way up to the heart. So allow you to open your heart to yourself here. Final breaths. Carefully, when you feel complete, you can put your props aside. Place your left foot back on the floor. Bring your left hand next to the outer edge of your left foot, and then walk your left foot to the right wrist. Place your knee on the floor wherever it lands. Extend your right leg. Come onto your fingertips for sleeping dragon. Lift yourself up and out of your hips. And then slowly calm down onto your forearms. Again, maybe relaxing the forehead on the block. Softening your body here, your shoulders, your jaw. And if you want, you can take a deep belly breath in. Exhale, stick the tongue out. One more time. And a third time. Noticing how this side feels. Softening in your glutes and your hips. Where in life are you holding on to something because in the past it was giving you safety, but now actually it's just holding you back? It's an interesting process, becoming honest with ourselves. And allow ourselves to change our perspective on our lives, on ourselves, and on each other. Soften for your final breaths here. Carefully roll over your left hip and come to lay in embryo, resting here for a moment. Giving yourself space to digest. And then, without any props beneath your head, make your way to lay down on the floor, hugging both knees into your chest here. Kick from side to side. Bring both feet on the floor for a twist. We'll bring our right leg on top of the left. And then with the exhale, let our feet fall out to the left side. And move the shoulder blades away from each other. If you want, you can place a yoga block under your knees so that your shoulders can also ground on the floor. Arms can be wide or cactus arms. Deep belly breaths here. Imagining as you exhale how you're releasing any energy that is not yours. You're releasing all the moments you've taken power over others. And as you inhale your power back. You feel your center. Making your final breaths here. Mm. Bring the head to center and the hands to touch your physical body. Guide your knees back to your chest, resting here in stillness for a moment. Bring your feet on the floor. Shift your yoga prop if you used one. Place your left foot on top of the right, and with an exhale, let your knees fall to the right side. Adjusting your shoulder blades, turning the head in the opposite direction or center. Cactus or extended arms, deep breaths to settle in. As you inhale, you nourish. As you exhale, you soften. Mm. 5 more conscious breaths. Through the nose and the mouth. 2 more. Touch your head and bring your hands to touch your body. To guide your knees back into your chest. And gently rocking from side to side. And find stillness here for a moment. Allowing your whole spine to rest. We're slowly preparing for Shavasana, our final resting shape. Bring your legs on the mat, extending the arms next to your body, palms facing up to receive, walking the shoulders away from each other. And we'll take 3 conscious breaths here through the nose, in and out, and with every exhale, we allow our body to sink deeper into the mat. Inhale. From here, let your breath flow naturally through the nose, in and out. Allowing yourself to rest. This is a safe space that you've created to recharge, digest, and connect to yourself. I will let you know when it's time to come back. Imagine white healing light entering the top of your head, moving through your full body, nourishing every single cell, bringing harmony. And take 3 deep breaths. Remember where you are. Mantra is I'm feeling centered in my power. I'm feeling connected to my body, mind, emotion. I have the strength and clarity to make decisions for my well-being. Mm. Slowly start moving your toes and fingers and the head from side to side. And take your arms over the head for a nice stretch. Extending through the feet, through the fingers, really creating space. And hug your knees one more time in your chest and roll over to one side. From there, we'll meet in a seated position for pranayama in our final meditation. Mm. We'll be doing Kapalabhati, the fire breathing practice. And I'll just explain it first. We'll be inhaling and exhaling through the nose until we inhale halfway in and start sharply exhaling through the nose, pulling our belly button in. So I'll show you. And it's helpful to have one hand on your belly and one hand somewhere relaxed on your knee or hip. And you can do that inhale, exhale, slow or fast. Just keep the pace once you start with. So bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your knee. And then take a full breath in through the nose and through the nose out. Inhale halfway in for Kapalabhati. Full exhale. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Release your hand. And just notice what's happening inside you. Bring awareness to your heart. And notice how your chest lifts as you inhale. And how it lowers as you exhale. As you inhale and your heart expands, you're expanding your heart energy out into the world. As you exhale, you ground deeper in the center of your heart. Mixing that visualization, inviting you here to allow the first affirmation that comes to your mind to be your anchor for this week. Maybe it's I have the strength and clarity to make the right choices for my well-being. I'm allowed to make boundaries and take care of my own needs. Repeat that mantra 3 times in turn. Bring your hands to the heart in prayer. You'll close the space with a soft arm from the heart, allowing this fiery heart energy to ripple out into the world. A full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale for on. Hands to the forehead in gratitude. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm wishing you a beautiful day where you find moments to breathe and connect to yourself. Whatever needed, drink lots of water. You can go out for a walk in nature. Do really something that feels good, that makes you feel like, hey, you're, in the power of making the right choices for your life. Maybe you want to start a project, or you just want to do something you've been avoiding or telling yourself you can. Maybe you can. And I hope to see you soon again for our next class. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Bye.